वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् स्तोत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। नत्वा श्रीभारती तीर्थविद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरो
नत्वा श्री भारती तीर्थ विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरो
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीं कैवल्यपदसिद्धये
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीं कैवल्यपदसिद्धये।
महावाक्य विवेक प्रकरणम् प्रथम श्लोकः। ये नेक्षते शृणोतीदं जिघ्रति व्याकरोति च
ये नेक्षते शृणोतीदं जिघ्रति व्याकरोति च
स्वाद्वस्वादु विजानाति तत्प्रज्ञानमुदीरितम्
स्वाद्वस्वादु विजानाति तत्प्रज्ञानमुदीरितम्।
चतुर्मुखेन्द्रदेवेषु मनुष्याश्वगवादिषु
चतुर्मुखेन्द्रदेवेषु मनुष्याश्वगवादिषु
चैतन्यमेकं ब्रह्मातः प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्ममय्यपि
चैतन्यमेकं ब्रह्मातः प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्ममय्यपि।
अस्य प्रकरणस्य नाम महावाक्य विवेक प्रकरणम्। महावाक्यमिति युक्ते जीव ब्रह्म ऐक्य बोधक वाक्यं महावाक्यम्। महावाक्यैः अथवा महावाक्येन एव मोक्षः सिद्ध्यति। ऐक्य ज्ञानं ज्ञानम् एव मोक्षः। तद्ब्रह्म अहमस्मि इति ऐक्य बोधक ज्ञानं वाक्यं ज्ञानबोधक वाक्यं महावाक्यं। ज्ञानं मोक्षस्य साधनम् अतः महावाक्येन मोक्षः सिद्ध्यति महावाक्य ज्ञानेन। यद्यपि चतुर्षु वेदेषु बहूनि वाक्यानि सन्ति तथापि प्रत्येकं वेदेभ्यः एकं महावाक्यं प्रसिद्धमहावाक्यं नीत्वा तस्य विचारः अत्र कृतः। ऋग्वेदे ऐत्तरीयोपनिषदि प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म इति महावाक्यं प्रसिद्धमहावाक्यमस्ति। तद्वाक्यस्य विचारः आद्यद्वय श्लोके कृतः। शुक्लयजुर्वेद वेदे बृहदारण्यकोपनिषदि भागं ब्रह्मास्मि इति महावाक्यमस्ति। सामवेदे चान्दोग्योपनिषदि तत्त्वमसि। अथर्ववेदे माण्डुक्योपनिषदि अयम् आत्मा ब्रह्म इति चत्वारि महावाक्यानि चतुर्षु वेदेषु सन्ति। प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म ऋग्वेद महावाक्यम् ऐत्रेय उपनिषदि वर्तते। शुक्लयजुर्वेदस्य यजुर्वेदस्य अहं ब्रह्मास्मि। सामवेदस्य तत्त्वमसि। अथर्ववेदस्य अयमात्मा ब्रह्म इति। इदानीम् अत्र प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म इति महावाक्यस्य विचारः आचार्येण कृतः अस्ति। प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म इति वाक्ये कति पदम् अस्ति? द्वे पदे स्तः। द्विपदम्। प्रज्ञानमिति एकं पदं, ब्रह्म इति द्वितीयपदम्। प्रज्ञानं किम् इति पृच्छेत् तत् प्रथमश्लोके उक्तः अस्ति। येन चैतन्येन ईक्षते इदं शृणोति जिघ्रति व्याकरोति स्वादु अस्वादु इति विजानाति तत् प्रज्ञानमिति उदीरितम्। तदेव प्रज्ञानमिति। येन चैतन्यं विना इन्द्रियाणि, चैतन्यं विना मनः न भवति। यदि मनः नास्ति इन्द्रियैः स्वविषयं प्रति इन्द्रियाणि न प्रवर्तन्ते। अतः चैतन्यं विना इन्द्रियैः इन्द्रियाणां बहिर्गमनं न सम्भवति। इन्द्रियाणां ज्ञानं न सम्भवति। ज्ञानम् इन्द्रियद्वारा न सम्भवति। अतः चक्षुः ईक्षते, कर्णः शृणोति, नासिका जिघ्रति, व्याकरोति वदति, वाक् वदति, स्वादु अस्ति अस्वादु अस्ति इति ज्ञानं तदर्थं जिह्वा जानाति, रसनेन्द्रियं जानाति। कथं जानाति? स्वयं एव ज्ञातुं न शक्यते। अतः येन चैतन्येन ज्ञायते रूप रस शब्द स्पर्श स्पर्श रूप रस गंध ज्ञानम चैतन्यम चैतन्येन एव भवति। अतः चैतन्यम एव कारणम। अतः तच्चैतन्यम यत् चैतन्यम सर्वेषां कारणीभूतं भवति तत् प्रज्ञानम् इति उच्यते। तदेव प्रज्ञानम्। ऐतरेय उपनिषदि वाक्यमस्ति येन वा पश्यति सर्वाणि वै एतानि प्रज्ञानस्य नामधेयानि इति वाक्यमस्ति। अतः प्रज्ञानम् इति पदस्य अर्थः चैतन्यम् इति। तच्चैतन्यं ब्रह्म इति द्वितीयलोके उक्तः अस्ति। तदपि दृष्टः एव गतवर्गे। चतुर्मुख इन्द्र देवेषु मनुष्य अश्व गवादिषु एकं चैतन्यं ब्रह्म अतः प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म मयि अपि। ब्रह्म शब्दस्य कः अर्थः इति पृच्छेत्। चतुर्मुख चतुर्मुख इत्युक्ते ब्रह्माजी, मनुष्यः, उत्तमाः देवाः चतुर्मुख ब्रह्मादयः, मध्यमाः मनुष्याः, अधमाः अधो जन्म, सर्वेषु शरीरेषु एकमेव चैतन्यं वर्तते। चैतन्यम् एकं ब्रह्म वर्तते। अतः सर्वत्र सर्वेषु विद्यमानेषु चैतन्यं ब्रह्म। तच्चैतन्यं मयि अपि। तच्चैतन्यं मयि अपि इत्युक्ते तच्चैतन्यम् अहम् आत्मरूपेण तच्चैतन्यं विद्यमानं। तच्चैतन्यम् आत्मरूपेण तत् ब्रह्म एव। अतः प्रज्ञानशब्देन उक्तस्य चैतन्यस्य आत्मनः ब्रह्मणः च ऐक्यं प्रतिपादितम्। प्रज्ञानं तत् प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म इति ऐक्यं प्रतिपादितम्। द्वितीयश्लोकः पठितः एव। यद्यपि पठितः पुनः एकवारं दृष्ट्वा अग्रे गच्छामः। चैतन्यम् अतः ब्रह्म। चैतन्यम् एकं ब्रह्म इति। तच्चैतन्यं सर्वव्यापकम्। अतः चतुर्मुख ब्रह्माजी इंद्र, चतुर्मुख इंद्र इत्यादि उत्तम उत्तम जन्मसु देवेषु, मनुष्य इति अधम जन्म मनुष्यादि शरीरेषु, अश्वगवदिषु इति प्राणिषु, अधमेषु प्राणिषु चैतन्यम् एकम् एव वर्तते। मयि अपि तच्चैतन्यं मयि अपि इत्युक्ते अहं मयि आत्ममयि इति अहम् इत्यर्थः। मयि प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म एव भवति। मयि अहम् अपि ब्रह्म तत् प्रज्ञानम्। अतः प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म इति। ब्रह्म प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म इति महावाक्ये ब्रह्म अतः प्रज्ञानं समान विभक्तिकपदानि पदे पदे पदानि। प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म इति। प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म भवति इत्युक्ते एकस्य वस्तुनः एव निर्देशः क्रियते। प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म भवति इति। अतः प्रज्ञानम् इति प्रथमा एकवचनं, ब्रह्म अपि पदस्यापि प्रथमा एकवचनमेव सामानाधिकरणम् अस्ति। अतः वाच्यार्थेन ऐक्यत्वं ऐक्यत्व प्रतिपादनं न भवति, कर्तुं न शक्यते। अतः बाहत्यागलक्षणया किं कर्तव्यं? प्रज्ञानम् इति पदेन जीवः, ब्रह्म इति पदेन ईश्वरः। अतः द्वयोः उपाधीनां त्यागः कृत्वा प्रज्ञानं पदस्य अर्थः चैतन्यं, ब्रह्मपदस्यापि चैतन्यमेव। अतः चैतन्यम् एकम् एव, तच्चैतन्यं प्रज्ञानं, तत्साक्षि चैतन्यं ब्रह्म अहमेव इति ऐक्यं, जीवब्रह्म ऐक्यं प्रतिपादितम् अस्ति। Up to that we saw aham prajnanam brahma iti. Prajnanam, the word defined in the first shloka, and brahma in the second shloka. You should know what prajnanam. That is why we talked about prajnanam from this standpoint of the yashti. Yena shrunoti, jigrati, vyakaroti, vijanati iti. Then from the standpoint of the total, starting from Chaturmukha Brahmaji onwards up to all the beings. All the beings, what is there is that Chaitanyam alone, the Chaitanyam, Samashti is Brahma. So therefore, this Chaitanyam and the Brahma, in me yet Chaira Chaitanyena Shunoti Vadati, etc. What is Uttam? And that Chaitanyam is Brahma Eva, that alone is Ekam. Chaitanyam is Ekam, and that alone in all the beings. Therefore, the Chaitanyam must be Atma, which is Chaitanyam, which is Brahma Eva. Ataha Atma Brahma Eva. Atma Brahma Eva. Atma Brahma Eva. To say we have to drop the Upadhi. Prajnanam is the Chaitanyam. Upadhi Sagita Chaitanyam, that Prajnanam, the word referring to the Jiva Chaitanyam. The Jiva is the Sharimana Sangata. Brahma, when we say that is Ishvara, there also Upadhi is there. Upadhi Drishtya, Veda Hasti. Therefore, by Bhagat Tyaga Lakshana, Jagat Ajagat Lakshana, because Aikyam, they are equated. Therefore, it cannot equate with Upadhi. And it is Shastramaya Pramana, it is equated. Therefore, we have to justify the equation. It's a teaching. Therefore, we have to remove that which are contradictory. So, having removed the contradictions, there is Ekam Chaitanyameva, Sakshi Chaitanyameva, Tad Brahma Eva iti Nishitam Bhavati. And that is the Upadesha. Ahavakya Upadesha. Now, let us read the Tika. Evam Pragyana Shabdasyartam Abhithaya Brahma Shabdasyartam Aha. Pragyana Shabdasya Artam Abhithaya. Having explained the Pragyana Shabda, meaning of the word Pragyana Shabda, which shloka? Pratama shloka. Pratama shloke Pragyana Shabdasya Artaha Abhidiyate. द्वितीय श्लोके ब्रह्मशब्दस्य अर्थः उक्तः अस्ति चतुर्मुख इति। उत्तमेषु देवादिषु चतुर्मुख इंद्र, they are उत्तम शरीर, उत्तम, therefore they are exalted jivas, therefore उत्तमेषु devadishu, and manushya is in between. Uttama, why it is uttama? Punyaihi, kevalam punyaihi prapyamanam shariram, devadi shariram, therefore uttama. Madhyama is manushya, madhyameshu manusheshu, papa punya mishra palehi manushya shariram utpadyate. Adameshu ashva gavadishu, ete bhogashiyameva kevalam ete papa palehi jayamanam sharirani ashwagava ityadishu ityadi sharirani. अतः अदमेषु अश्वगवादिषु देहधारिषु आकाशादिभूतेषु च आकाश वायु अग्नि सर्वभूतेषु च जगत् जन्मादि हेतुभूतं यत् एकं चैतन्यम् अस्ति तद् ब्रह्म इति अर्थः. That which is that one which is one cause for jagatah janma sthitihi as well as pralaya. Jagat janma adi padat janma srishti janma sthiti laya hetu bhutam, the cause of that ekam chaitanyam, that is tat brahma iti arthaha. Tad brahma anena cha esha brahmesha indra ityadihi prajna प्रतिष्ठे इति इत्यन्तस्य अवान्तरवाक्यस्य अर्थः संक्षिप्य दर्शितः. So, अनेन by this, एष ब्रह्म एष इन्द्रः इति ऐत्रेय उपनिषद वाक्य. Beginning with that, प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठा ऐत्रेय उपनिषद. Up to that, प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठा इति अस्य इति अन्तस्य अवान्तरवाक्यस्य इत्यन्तस्य, beginning with this is Brahma, this is Indra, and till it is Prajna Pratishtha, it is Pratishtha established in Prajna iti, up to that. Avantara Vakyasya Sankshipya Darshitaha, the meaning of Avantara Vakyam is secondary statements is briefly given. Avantara Vakyas. Idam Padartham Abhidaya Vakyartham Aha. So, Padartham Abhidaya Vakyam Aha. Padartham Abhidaya, after explaining the meaning of the words, then Vakyartha, the meaning of the statement is told. Ataha iti. Yataha sarvatra prajnanam brahma, ataha mai api tam prajnanam brahma eva iti prajnanatva avisheshad ityarthaha. That prajnanam brahma which exists, sarvatra avasthitam, that prajnana brahma which is avasthitam everywhere, it is in me also. Therefore, Mai Chitam Prajnanam, therefore the Prajnan, Mai Chitam, that Prajnanam, the Chaitanyam is Brahma Eva iti Prajnanatva Visheshat. It is not different from Prajnanatva Visheshat. Brahma is not different from the Prajnana. Therefore, Aikyam is revealed. Therefore, Aikyam is revealed. The Prajnana Brahma, that Vakya which is there in the Maitreya Upanishad, the Brahma Yesha Indraha is Brahma. And that Vakya is that Ityadehe Prajna Pratishtha iti Antasya. This is an Avantara Vakyam. Avantara Vakyam is secondary state. The secondary statement there it is creation is talked about. They are all Eka Pakshapati Vakya. This Brahma Yesha Indraha Ityadehe Prajna Pratishtha iti in the Upanishad, in the Aitreya Upanishad, it is discusses about the Jiva, Ishvara, the creation is talked about. Therefore, they are Avantara Vakya. There are Avantara Vakya. Avantara Vakya Samshitaha, it is in a very brief way, it is the shloka it is given. Having given then, finally, itam padartham abhidhaya vakyartham. Therefore, prajnanam and Brahma, that prajnanam is this Brahma, that is the Mukhya Vakya. So that is the Mahavakya. That is the Mahavakya, that Mahavakya se artham, the Mahavakya which is there in the Aitreya Upanishad, that artham aha. That prajnanam, the word, the prajnanam, the word which is referring to the individual Chaitanyam, and Brahma, which is avasitam in everything. So between them there is no difference. Since there is no difference in the prajnanam, therefore with regard to Brahma, there is no difference between them. Therefore, aham, that is it. The Brahma, aham Chaitanyam, that must be one with the total. And that is the cause for all this Jagat. That is the cause for the Jagat Karanam Brahma. The Jagat Karanam Brahma, instead of saying Jagat Karanam Brahma, Brahma Yesha Indraha, by starting from that, Prajna Pratishtha iti, that Vakyam is there. Brahma is a Jagat Karanam means, and having after that said Prajnana Brahma, therefore Aham Jagat Karanam, because I am not different from the Brahma. So therefore, Prajnana Brahma, that Vakya reveals the oneness. Like in the Taittiriya Upanishad, Tasmad etasmad atmanaha akasha sambhutaha. Tasmad etasmad. Tasmad etasmad atmanaha brahmanaha akasha sambhutaha. From that Atma, which is Brahma, this Akasha is born. It means Atma and Brahma are same. There is no difference between Atma and Brahma. Aikyam is indirectly pointed out. The same way, the Prakriya in Taittiriya Upanishad also. In the context of explaining the creation, Brahma Yeshaha, Indraha, etc., Prajapati creates this, then that it is Prajnapadishta. Prajnapadishta iti Uttam. So therefore, Prajnapadishta iti Darshitaha, Sankshepena. Similarly here also. Here it is not elaborated in the shloka, but Sankshepena, Atra Uktaha, Chaturmukha Devendra, Chaturmukha Indra, Deveshu, Manushadi, Gavadishu. Chaturmukha is Brahmaji. Brahmaji is a creator, therefore he creates the Jagat. He is the one who creates the Jagat. He creates all the beings, Manusha, etc. That's what Sankshipya, Arthaha Sankshipya, Darshitaha Sta, the Darshitaha. And Prajnapadishta. Prajnapadishta is, it is established in the Prajna. It is established in Prajna. Iti, in the Aitreya Upanishad, Vakyam is there. So, Vakyasya Arthaha Sankshepena Darshitaha. Then the Upanishad tells Prajnanam Brahma. Then if we analyze the word Prajnanam and Brahma, we arrive at the Aikyam. And that is what is presented in this shloka. So Chaturmukhendra Deva Deveshu. So Indra word etc. is used because it is there in the Upanishad. Brahma Shesha Brahmesha Indraha. Prajna Pratishta. Everything is as its Pratishta in this Prajna. So therefore there is only Ekam Chaitanyam. And that is Brahma and that is Prajnanam. And that Chaitanyam is myself. That is the Mukhya Vakyam, Mahavakyam. So, to explain Brahma, therefore Chaturmukha, Indra, Deveshu, etc. And that Brahma is Prajnanam, which is explained in Shloka 1, first Shloka. So Prajnanam Brahma Iti, that Aikyam is presented. So these two shlokas dealt with the Mahavakya of the Aitreya Upanishad. Then the next shloka, the third shloka, the third shloka, the next Mahavakya. Next Mahavakya is Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi, it is the Mahavakya occurs in the Shukla Yajurveda, Bhagavanika Upanishad. So that is the Mahavakya to be taken for Vichara analysis. So let us read. Paripurnaഃ Paratmasmin Deke Vidyadhikarini.
परिपूर्ण परात्मास्मिन् देहे विद्याधिकारिणि
Buddhe Sakshitaya Sthitva Spurannahamithi Yate.
बुद्धेः साक्षितया स्थित्वा स्फुरन् न अहम् इतीर्यते
Spurun Aham Iti Idyate.
Spuran aham idiyate.
So Yajurvedasya Bhagavanika Upanishadi Aham Brahmasmi iti Vakyam Vartate. यद्यपि बहूनि वाक्यानि सन्ति तथापि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि इति प्रसिद्धवाक्यम्. वाक्ये कति पदानि सन्ति? त्रीणि पदानि. त्रिपदं वाक्यम्. अहं ब्रह्म अस्मि. अहम् अस्मि शब्दस्य प्रथमा एकवचनं. ब्रह्म नपुंसक ब्रह्म शब्दस्य प्रथमा एकवचनम् अस्मि. पूर्वं ब्रह्म अस्ति. तद्ब्रह्म अहम् अस्मि इति ज्ञात्वा परोक्षतया अस्मि इति अहं ब्रह्म अस्मि. अस्मिन् श्लोके अहम् इति पदस्य अहम् इति शब्दस्य अर्थः उक्तः अस्ति. अहम् इति पदस्य कः अर्थः कोऽर्थः इति पृच्छेत्. अहम् वर्ड is taken. What is the meaning of that aham word? Aham word that taken, it is taken for discussion. That aham is aham manushyaha. Aham manushyaha. Aham purushaha. Manushyeshu aham purushaha. Kim lingam iti pachit aham purushaha atava aham mahila. Aham pita. Aham mata. Aham bhrata. Aham bharta. Aham bharya. Aham putraha. Putri. Aham samsari. Aham samsari. Iti eva lokya jnataha aham iti. The immediate achyata, the immediate meaning, the meaning of the word aham, when we say that aham referring to this poor samsari, aham, I'm samsari iti. So though this aham is really not a samsari, but it is now loaded with a lot of things, all the qualifications, achievements, bereavements associated with through the body, whatever things are relations, everything this aham enjoys. Aham, it is vachyartha. So avachyartha aham is Brahma. Can we take that aham to be Brahma? It cannot be. We cannot equate the aham which is loaded with so many things. We can simply say samsari, simple way to say that. Referring to all the loads, all the pains, anxiety, the happiness also, dukkam, And whatever this, the individual's qualification, education, knowledge, relations, achievements, his job, everything. In other words, samsari. So this aham samsari, this aham Brahma asmi. Can this aham which is samsari be Brahma? If you take Vachyartha, it will not fit. Aham is samsari. Brahma is asamsari. Asamsari aham katam samsari aham katam samsari Brahma. Samsari Brahma bhavati. Brahma bhavami. Samsari aham parichinnam aham dukhi aham. Most of the time dukhi. Katam Sachit Ananda Brahma Bhavitum Arhami. Therefore, we cannot take the Vachyartha. Aham Alpajnaha Brahma Sarvajnaha Sarvajnam Brahma. Aham Alpa Vyapi Brahma is Sarva Vyapi. Aham Alpa Shaktiman Brahma is Sarva Shaktimat. Therefore, Aham limited Jiva. And Brahma has got no limitations. It is Purnaha. That is what the first word is. Paripurnaha. Paripurnaha is Desha Kala Vastubihi Aparichinnaha Ityartaha Paratma. Paratma is Paramatma. Paraschaso Atma Paramatma. Paripurnaha Paratma. That Brahma Paripurnaha Paratma. How can that Paripurna Paratma Paramatma be Aham? But that is what the revelation is. The limited jiva cannot be equated to Brahma. Therefore, Vachyartha we cannot take. We have to take the Lakshyartha. If you take Mukhyartha is Vachyartha, literally taking the meaning of the words. That is Mukhyartha. First, we have to take Mukhyartha in any context, even in Vyavahara also. We take Mukhyartha, that is Vachyartha first. If Vachyartha doesn't fit, then we take Lakshyartha. That is the rule. Mukhyartha we have to take. Directly we cannot take Lakshyartha. We take Mukhyartha. If Mukhyartha doesn't fit in the context, then we take Lakshyartha. So here Mukhyartha doesn't fit. Therefore, we have to do Bhagatyaha Lakshana. That is, we have to take Lakshyartha for that Bhagatyaha Lakshana. Jagat Ajagat Lakshana, that we have to do. That is dropping those things, attributes or properties which are contradictory, and those things which are same, that in both, that alone we have to take. In simple, and drop the upadhis, minus upadhi, whatever it is upadhi, drop the upadhi, then what is left out in the jiva? Similarly, in the total, what is left out in the Ishvara? That is same. That is Chaitanya Meva. So, that is Mahavakya. So, therefore, we have to do Bhagatyaha Lakshana. In Bhagatyaha Lakshana, all the opposite attributes are given up. Given up means how do you give up? You cannot strip off all the attributes. You cannot strip off this Alpagyatvam, Alpashaktimatvam and all. It is cognitively, it is dropped. Because they are mithya. You cannot physically drop. Jiva cannot drop his shariram. If that is so, then after Maranam only this Mahavakyam can be understood. And there is no question of understanding it after Mahavakyam. Where is the Buddhi? Where is the Linga Shariram? So while living alone. Therefore, to be given up means given up in your Buddhi. And it is given up because they are mithya, they are given up. If it is Satyam, then you cannot give up. So Alpatvam is mithya. Sarvajnatvam of Ishvara also mithya. Alpashaktimatvam of Jiva is mithya. Sarvashaktimatvam of Ishvara is also mithya. All these are mithya. Therefore, they are all connected to the upadhi. Whether it is individual avidya or the total maya, mithya only. Therefore, drop The whole Namarupa Prapancha is Mithya. And the individual, this Sharira Manasangata is Mithya. Therefore, drop it. Bhagatyaha Lakshana Kartavya Tena Paripurnaha Paramatma. The Atma which is Paripurnaha, saying that which is free from any sort of limitations. Desha Kala Vastubhi Aparichinnaha Ityartha. Tat Sa Paramatma Asmin Dege Vidya Adhikarini. That Paramatma is in this Shariram. That Paramatma Asmin Dege in this Buddhi, in this Shariram. In this Shariram, Buddhi Sakshitaya, in the form of Sakshi. Yaha Tishtati Saha Aham. Buddhehe Sakshitaya Chitva Tishtati Spurati. Chitva Spuran Asti. Tata Agam Eva Saha Agam. When we do Sharira Traya Viveka or Panchakosha Viveka, we strip each kosha, each shariram, and finally we arrive at the swarupam of I. That I which is obtained as sakshi in the shariram, that is aham. Balyadishu sarva avastasuva, as in Dakshinamurti Sotram, the one who is in the balyavastha or in all the avastha, the one who shines as aham iti, aham spuranam, the aham which doesn't change. That aham which was in the balyavastha, the same aham in the Komaravastha, the same aham in the Yavanavastha, the same aham in the Vriddhavastha, and Jagar Swapna Sushupti Avastha, so the same aham iti. That aham doesn't change. Asmin dehes buddhehe sakshitaya vartate, this aham, and saha aham, tat aham, Paramatma, Paripunaha Paramatma, this aham, Vidyadikarini dehe. Vidyadikarini dehe is dehe. Nicely used the word. Vidya adhikarini dehe. Vidya is knowledge. Vidyayaha adhikarin. Vidyadikarini is Vidyadikarini, the word qualifies deha. So dehe in Saptami. So Vidyadikarini is dehe is in Saptami, Dega Shabda, Pullinga, Saptami Vyakti Ekavachanam, so Vidya Adhikarini also in Saptami Vyakti Ekavachanam, Adhya Adhikarin Shabda, Nakaranta Shabda, Pullinga, Saptami Ekavachanam, Adhikarini Dehe, Vidyayaha Adhikarini, Vidyayaha Adhikari, Vidya Adhikari. Saptami is Vidya Adhikarini Dehe. In this Deha, the Deha which is Vidya Adhikari. That is the Deha, the Shariram, that is Manishya Shariram, this body, Dehe, that is Dehe referring to this Antakaranam, etc., the Deha, which is Adhikari, qualified for Vichara, because Vichara requires certain Adhikaritvam. Therefore, Vidyadhikarini Dehe, in this Shariram, the body, the Sharimanasangata body, that the Shariram, in that Yog, the Shariram, for the person who has gained that Yogyata, that is Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Ityadi, Shamari Sampanne Sharire. Shama is for the what? Shama, Dama. It is for the Indriyas. The one who has got Abhimana with the Indriyas, therefore we say the person should be a Shami Dami. Not for the Atma. So Vidya Adhikarini is the person who has mastery over all the sense organs. So therefore the Deha is, the Upadhi is, now it is, and it is under is, Vasha is having manage, control or manage over this Upadhi. So therefore he has mastery over the mind. Mind is the Upadhi. So mind becomes an Adhikari. Similarly, sense organs. All these are conducive for the Vichara. Therefore, Vidyadhikarini Dehe. So the Vichara requires qualification. Therefore, Vidyadhikarini Dehe. In this Deha, in this Shariram, Deha referring to the body. The body means the person who enjoys his body. We are not talking about the Mrita Shariram. The Jiva Shariram, therefore referring to the, because Jiva is one with Ishvara Brahma. That Ahankara, this Ahankari Jiva, who takes himself to be the Sharimana Sangata, so that person, but is a, now he is a sadhaka, sadhana chatushtaya sampanna, for that person who has this vidya adhikari, the knowledge, the qualification for this vichara, the knowledge, for the pursuit of this knowledge, one who has gained adhikaritvam, that person, that the shariram of that person, buddhi ke sakshitaya, buddhi which is in the form of sakshi, buddhi ke sakshitaya, yaha paripurna paramatma vartate, paramatma parasya asavatma, paramatma is paripurna, which is obtained as buddhi ke sakshitaya, spuran, aham iti, shine all the time as aham iti. That is lakshyartha. In this sharira, in the form of Sakshi Chaitanyam, the buddhi, that Paramatma which is obtained in the Shariram as iti, aham iti iryate, aham iti paripurna Paramatma iryate. That is a Lakshyartha. The paripurna Paramatma is aham. So aham, when we say it is without any upadhi, Shuddha aham. That is a Lakshyartha of aham. Aham is Paramatma without any qualification. So what is the meaning of aham? Aham paripurnaha paramatma, who is obtained in this shariram in the form of witness of this buddhi and spuran. Aham iti spuran. Prakashat. Spuran is prakashate. Spurati prakashate. Aham iti asmin sharire dehe buddhehe sakshitvena avastaya aham iti iryate. Uchyate. So therefore, Paramatma यद्यपि परमात्मा परिपूर्णः देशतः कालतः अथवा वस्तुतः अपरिच्छिन्नः परमात्मा तथापि सः परमात्मा देहसंबंधम् आश्रित्य परिच्छिन्नत्वम् आपद्यते परिच्छिन्नम् आपद्यते इव as though. So therefore and in अस्मिन् मनुष्य शरीरे यद्यपि सर्वेषु शरीरेषु एव एतावत् किन्तु मनुष्य शरीरं श्रेष्ठं शरीरम् अतः मनुष्य शरीरेषु परमात्मा अहम् इति प्रकाशते यद्यपि सर्वेषु शरीरेषु प्रकाशते किन्तु मनुष्याणां बुद्धिः अस्ति अतः अहम् इति सम्यक् प्रकाशते इति तस्य ज्ञानं प्राप्तस्य परमात्मनः ज्ञानप्राप्तये तत् परमात्मा अहमस्मि इति ज्ञानप्राप्तये मनुष्येन किं कर्तव्यम्? शास्त्रम् अनुसृत्य कर्म कर्तुं तथा ज्ञानं प्राप्तुं शक्नोति। अतः सः एव ब्रह्मविद्यायाः अधिकारी। कः अधिकारी? मनुष्यः अधिकारी, न तु गौः अधिकारी, न तु कुक्कुरः अधिकारी, मनुष्यः एव अधिकारी। अतः ब्रह्मविद्यायाः यः अधिकारी सः विद्याधिकारिणी मनुष्ये देहे बुद्धेः साक्षितया परमात्मा स्थित्वा संस्थाप्य स्फुरति। कथम्? अहम् अहम् इति प्रकाशते, ईर्यते। ईर्यते ईर्यते इत्युक्ते उच्यते, ईर्यते इति उच्यते। अतः अस्मिन् शरीरे जीवे अहमिति ईर्यते, उच्यते। Therefore, definition, the meaning of the word aham. Aham is aham of the Mahavakya aham Brahmasmi is explained ahamiti. Now the Tika. Aham has to be known. What is this aham? Then what is Brahma? The Brahma is in the next shloka. Now Tika. Evam rikshakagatam Mahavakyartam nirupya. Yajushakasu madhye Brigadaranyakopaniषदि. Brigadaranyakopaniषद gatas. Yeah. Agam Brahmasmi iti महावाक्यस्य आविष्करणाय अहम शब्दस्य अर्थम आह. So first he explained the Mahavakya of the Rig Veda, Taittiriya Upanishad, the Jnana Brahma. Then Yajushakaya Madhya, among the Shaka of the Yajurveda, the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the Mahavakya which is seen, that he takes Yajurveda has got two declensions, Shukla Yajurveda and Krishna Yajurveda. So therefore this is Shukla Yajurveda. So Tatra Mahavakyartasya Avishkaranaya, since different these assumptions are that Shukla Yajurveda taken, and that in that Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, to explaining the meaning of the Mahavakya, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Shabdas. Meaning of the Mahavakya which is Aham Brahmasmi, which is there in the Upanishad. That the Aham word is meaning of the Aham word is explained now. Paripurnaha iti. Purnaha Swabhavataha Deshakala Vastuvihi Aparichinnaha. That is Paripurnaha. Swabhavataha, by nature. Swabhavataha atva Swarupataha. It's Swarupa. It's not limited by Desha, Kala, Vastu. A thing can be limited either space-wise or time-wise or by another object. But it is not limited by time, space or other Vastu. Paramatma. Asmin Maya Kalpite Jagati. In this Jagat, which is Maya Kalpitam, projected by Maya, Vidyadikarini. So Vidyadikarini Shamadhi Sadhana Sampannatvena. So Vidyadikari, the one who is eligible for knowledge, Vidyadikarini. Not in all, only in the person who has prepared himself for this knowledge. And Shamadhi Sadhana Sampannatvena, having the status of Sampannatam, gain the eligibility for Samadhi Sadhana, Samadhi, Samadhama, etc. All these are the means. So these are endowed with the means, the status of being endowed with the means for this knowledge. Therefore, Vidya Sampadana Yogye Asmin Shravanadi Anushthanavati Dege Manushyadi Sharire. Vidya Sampadana Yogye, for receiving the Vidya, Yogyatvam is required. Therefore, Vidya sadhanaya yogye asmin, in this sharira, which is shravanadi anushthanavati dehe. Shravanadi anushthanavati dehe. So, for gaining the eligibility, you gain the knowledge. The one who does shravanam, etc., in this deha, in this shariram, manushya shariram, etc., only manushya shariram is possible. Why, etc.? Because, because the one who is in Brahma Loka, they also, of course, they also would have gone there after having taken manushya shariram. That is karma mukti, having gone to Brahmaji, they listen to Brahmaji, again the same upadesha, and then become muktaha. So they are not manushya, but they are also in moksha. Therefore, manushya, sharire, buddhehe buddhi upalakshitasya, suksma sharirasya. Buddhi is upalakshanam for, buddhehe, the word is there, it is upalakshanam for suksma sharira. So, sakshitaya, buddhehe upalakshitasya, buddhi is the intellect, buddhi, which is where the buddhi is, it is forms a part of the one, this suksma sharira. That is what is suksma sharira is implied by the word buddhi. And sakshitaya, sakshi is vikaritvena avabhasakataya. Vikaritvena sakshitaya avikaritvena. It's not vikaritvena. Sakshitaya avikaritvena. Sakshi doesn't undergo any change. Sakshi is that just a witness that I is missing. Otherwise, it will be a problem. Vikaritvena avabhasakataya means the Sakshi Chaitanyam does the avabhasaka. It causes, it is the avabhasaka, it illumines everything. How can be vikari? Cannot be vikari. Sakshi Chaitanyam is ever avikari. So avikari, the word should be I is missing. Avikaritvena, which cannot change. Otherwise, if Sakshi Chaitanyam also changes, then yesterday who I am now it's not the person now because Sakshi is different. So avikari. Vikari is Upari is vikari. Chaitanyam cannot be vikari. Avikaryoyam, as you have seen in the Gita, that is avikari. Avikari to yet tadvidhi yena idam sarvam tatam iti. So therefore, avikarittvena in the form of not changing, not undergoing any change. Avabhasakataya, it eliminates everything. It is avabhasaka. Stitva, being present, avastaya. Stitva is equal to avastaya. Spurati. It is, it is shines. It is self-effulgent, therefore spurati. Prakashamanaha. What is that? Aham. That aham iti idyate. That is what aham iti idyate. It is said. Lakshanaya aham padena uchyate. Lakshanaya, that is what aham is. So that Paramatma which is obtained in the Sukshma Shariram and in the form of the Sakshi, illumining everything, and it prakashate, it shines, that is called by the Padam Aham Lakshanaya, not with the Upadi. So Bhagatyaga Lakshana is done. So Aham, therefore, it is doesn't refer to the Sharira Manasangat. It refers to Prakashamanaha, Spuran Prakashamanaha Agam, that Avavasakaha Agam, the Sakshi Chaitanyam Agam, this Avikari Agam. The Avikari Aham is Paramatma, Paripurna Paramatma, who is obtained in this Shariram. The Aham is defined. Next one will be Aham Brahma Asmi. That we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। धन्यवादः।
धन्यवाद जी।
धन्यवाद शरजी।
धन्यवादः।
धन्यवादः जी।